Hey, this is the Warden, and this is going to be Grandmaster Bert's J1 turn. He sent a couple of videos to me doing up his most of his turn, but I'll get into his part and then just make a couple quick corrections here at the end. So here he is.
What's up, YouTube? This is Grandmaster Bert coming at you for another YouTube Wars. Today we're doing Global 40, and I'm playing Japan against three other very nice gentlemen we played with the Anniversary Edition with. I got a lot of colors on this board, so for my intro I'm going to go over everything. I apologize, I'm currently in the middle of painting all my sets for my Sired Blood Global 40, so currently most of them are inexposed because they're in the process of being painted. These are all just spares that I have from other sets and games and so forth, so I had to pull them out and use them in all their different colors, as well as I only have one really Global 40 set, so my mechanical infantry, tactical bombers, you know, things like that that are specific to Global 40, they're not in this set, so I had to use chips. So I did it kind of like Global 36, and I chipped it out, and I'll explain it to you real quick. A tank with a pink underneath it, that's artillery. So if you see any of that, I think the only ones are over there and over here in the United States. Hard to see because of the glare. I have to use my tablet. It's the only camera I got, as my phone camera doesn't work anymore. I apologize again for that. Also, yellow chips are for me. They are my combats, and blues are non-combats. They remind me that I'm doing a non-combat into that territory from somewhere else, so things like that. Also, one more thing, the bombers and infantry. So if you see a bomber with a white underneath it, that means that is a tactical bomber. If you see a bomber with a black underneath it, that's a strategic bomber. Also, if you see an infantry with a purple, that is mechanical. A mechanical infantry. So again, I know a lot of different colors. It's very confusing. If anyone has any problems, just hit me up, send me a message, and I'll work through with it as best I can with you. Again, white for planes means tactical bomber. Black for planes is strategic bomber. Pink for tanks is artillery. Purple for infantry is mechanized infantry. And that is how we're doing it. So we'll get right into the turn. I can show it, but Japan starts with a whopping $26, and with that $26 they purchase for $12 a miner, $6 to infantry, and $7 of transport, leaving you with $1 left over for Japan for next turn. So a whopping $1 left over with those purchases. Japan will not be declaring war on anyone at this time. We will be aggressively attacking China this turn, though. Only one combat with rolls, and that is down here in Yunnan, as always. So we'll do the Yunnan battle here in a minute, and everything else is just taken. Again, I apologize for just so got orange chips here. Put these orange chips down real quick to temporarily just indicate that these are Japanese, or they start Japanese. So, oh, missed one. Apologize. Oh, shoot. Those guys were here. Trying to keep in the camera. Big tablet's getting kind of heavy on my hands. Alrighty, so anyway, those are the starting Japanese territories. Gonna go ahead and get right into it. We're gonna just go ahead and do the battle real quick. So we have four Chinese infantry. We have 1, 2, 3, and an artillery. I'm sorry, the yellow chip indicates they're coming over from here. So we have 3 infantry and 1 artillery for Japan. So you got 2 infantry, 1 infantry supported, 1 artillery. And then you have for planes, Japan has 1 TAC bomber and 1 fighter. TAC bomber raised to 4. Fighter. Just put these all that in there. Okay. and 2 strategic bombers, so 2 more 4s. Sorry to indicate, the strat bombers with a movement of 6 came from Japan. They have 1 movement left over, and the tactical bomber and the fighter both came from, I'm just going to say Shanghai, because I can't pronounce any of these Chinese territories. Giving them 1 movement left over, so they will all be landing in Guangxi. Hopefully I spelled that right. And that is where all the planes came from, in case anyone is curious. So, I don't know if anyone's seen my previous videos, but these dice, they're hit markered. So, black means 1, or is 1-sided. Green means 2-sided, 3-sided, and 4-sided. So, makes it easy. A lot easier to roll. I can, sometimes, if, you know, no colors mix, I can roll for both the attacker and defender at the same time. But they've always come in handy. So, for the 1 battle, Japan rolls 1, 2, 3 hits. Alrighty. Okay. Makes it easy. I gotta just move this guy off. Boom. And for the 4 returning, for the Chinese, one hit. Alrighty. Japan will take a infantry. Let's kill my hand. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna remove 1 infantry. The Japanese. Go it again. Also, I have to mention that I've been playing a lot of BBR Global 40. So if I get something wrong from the out of the box to BBR, please let me know, and I will correct it as soon as I can. Alright, there's the last hits we need with 3 hits. Okay, and for the returning Chinese, miss. Alright. So a relatively semi-good ease. Take that off. Take that off. Easy units. No! All moved into Yunnan. Okay. And just for temporary purposes, I'll put down an orange right there. These planes will all be landing right here. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Less I got to worry about because there's a lot of non-combats and I don't want everyone getting confused. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the camera in focus. I'm still using the tablet. It's actually kind of heavy in my hand. Alrighty. So from that, we got also this place right here, here, and here, which are going to all be walk-ins. Initial push into China. Alrighty, and that's from right here, the H place. It's the 2 people moving over from here. The artillery and 1 person, they moved into this transport. I'll explain that in a minute. This place, all 3 infantry, 1 artillery into here. This place, 3 infantry went into here. The artillery jumped on this boat, and this infantry is also from Okinawa. So they're going to do a movement here in a second. But just so everyone's clear that I'm not trying to get them all mixed up here. Alright. Everyone moved in. Move this guy back here. Alrighty. Looking good so far. That was all the combat. For non-combat, I guess we'll start with the simplest one. This boat right here. It was in C-Zone 33. Just moved down to this. Wait. Oh, shoot. No. 3. It's going to move over here. I'm sorry. I didn't see that there was a naval port. I thought I could move only 2. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Movement of 3 with the naval port. Boom to there. Here. The picked up infantry, artillery, cruiser, transport. All going to move down into this C-Zone. Sit tight. This small fleet right here is also going to move down to C-Zone 36. So the infantry, artillery in the transport, the battleship, the submarine, and the destroyer all going to move down to 36 as well. The little decent fleet there with some loaded transports. These fighters on these islands are going to join the other all the other planes here. Okinawa 1, 2, 3, 4. Foursome 1, 2, 3. So they all had the movements to do it. Up here, 1 infantry, 1 tank from Tokyo is just going to basically land bridge over. This fleet's not going to do any movement. The planes aren't going to do any movement on the boats. The planes on Japan, though, are all going to go over to Giral. I can't pronounce it. The place with the J. Right over here. So if it flies in the air and it's not on a boat or starts on a boat, then it's going to come over here. Land in Giral, whatever. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. The mechanized infantry and all the planes that were basically anything but the 6th infantry are all going to move into Joel, and the AA gun still remains there. These infantry in Korea are going to move up to here. Boom, boom, boom. I think that about covers everything. Boat from 33, 3 spaces to 30 to 44. These fleets from 20 and 19 all congealed down into here, picking up the 2 artillery, 2 infantry, and the 2 transports there. This transport remained there and then just ferried a tank and an infantry over. This fleet remains here. I'm not going to currently move it. And everything else moved into Jawal, and all the planes landed down here. So that is the opening turn for Japan. And we shall pass the torch on to the next turn and see what the Allies have in store for us. Looking forward to it, and as always, having a great game. Catch you all next time. Bye. Hello again, YouTube Wars. Apologies, I left in a hurry. I forgot to place my troops and tell you how much money I made. So, with, again, like I said, the 2 infantry, 1 transport, and 1 miner that I bought, the $25. The miner will go over here into Shanghai. The transport will, of course, go to Japan. Chair. And the 2 infantry will also go to Japan. Also, Japan's current income with the new Chinese territories is 30 even. And then they have 1 national objective, and that is not at war with French Indochina, Russia, or US, or anyone except for China, really. And that's an extra $10 per turn. So right at 40 is what Japan makes for this turn. Plus the $1 they saved from this turn. Japan has $41 standing for their next turn. And that is Japan. Again, I apologize. I was in a hurry. I was trying to go let my dogs out, and I forgot about it. Don't hold it to me, and can't wait to see you the next turn. Alrighty. Bye.
Alright, so just a couple of quick corrections to make from his turn. Bert had sent these 2 infantry from Kiangsi into Hunan, but he didn't realize there were 2 infantry already in Hunan, and so he decided just to keep them back in Kiangsi. And then additionally, his setup was missing an artillery. I think it was here in J-hole, so that's added on. So now I'm just going to do a quick recap of what my board reflects according to his stuff. That way you can just make sure that everybody's on the same page. And Bert, you can type a comment on this video if there's something that's incorrect. Alright, so in Japan we've got a total of 7 infantry, 2 artillery, and 3 anti-aircraft guns. In C-Zone 6 we have 2 transports, a submarine, 2 destroyers, a cruiser, a battleship, and 2 fully loaded carriers with 2 fighters and 2 tactical bombers. In Korea, an infantry and a tank. In Manchuria, we've got a total of, that's 10 infantry and an anti-aircraft gun. In J-hole, we've got 5 fighters, 4 tactical bombers, 2 artillery, and a mechanized infantry. In Shahar, we have 2 infantry. In Anhui, we have 6 infantry and an artillery. In Kiangsu, we have that newly placed factory. In Kiangsi, we have 2 infantry. In Kwangtung, we have no grounders, just 3 fighters, a tactical bomber, and 2 strategic bombers. In Yunnan, we have 2 infantry and an artillery. Siam, the 2 infantry. Floating in C-Zone let me get this right, 36, we have a battleship, cruiser, destroyer, submarine, 2 transports with 2 infantry and 2 artillery loaded on it. Here in C zone, and then here in C zone 44, we've got an aircraft carrier with a fighter, attack, and destroyer. In Palau, we have an infantry. In Caroline Islands, we have 2 infantry and an anti-aircraft gun, and we still have 1 infantry up in Iwo Jima. And then just a quick change to the IPC tracker. So he had himself at 29. He had himself at 30. Right, 30. I'm trying to get this remember correctly. He had himself at 30 plus the 10 NOs plus the 1 that he saved, but he's actually at 29 because he did not get Hunan. So Hunan stays with the Chinese. So the Chinese are at 9. The Japanese are at 29. They collect 39 plus with the 1 they had saved over. So they should end the game or end the turn with 1, 2, 3, 40 IPCs to spend on the next round. All right, that's it for the Japanese. Next up is No Limit with the USA and China. Good luck, brother.